We all have this same challenge in life, and it's called trust. The world begins when we have trust. Life, success, business, relationships, happiness, joy, it's all built on trust. Trust is not just a concept, it's a reality.
Who can succeed without trust? If it requires a team or a tribe, then trust is highlighted. It's eminent to the success of the team.
So it's this relationship, it's this two-way street that over time turns into this big thing called trust and not just this word in the sky that we're trying to become.
Seth Godin said it best: earn trust, earn trust, earn trust. Then you can worry about the rest. In my trust-based presentations, we pull back the curtain beyond the surface to explore how to earn, build, maintain, and repair trust.
So we talked about the 4 stages of trust. Talk about that a little bit.
The first facet of trust is really about that first impression called the grand opening. We form that opinion in less than a blink of an eye. And while we're profiling, while we're deciding, while we're making a decision whether this person is trustworthy, if they look our way, they're forming that same opinion. So that grand opening, that first appearance, that first opportunity happens before we even get to speak. We really do only have one opportunity to make a first impression.
Whether it's leadership, sales, success, or networking, the number one problem that impacts a company negatively is a lack of trust. Trust is the foundation for a culture of success.
The trust-based philosophy is really about the how-to. It's about understanding the skills, the habits, and the systems that are relevant and valuable to help people move the needle on how to build and maintain trust. Trust is such an important principle in life. When we have it, we flourish. And when we don't, our world kind of crumbles around us.
True leadership is about establishing that bar and that level of trust. It begins with trust and ends with trust.
Imagine the power of instilling the trust-based philosophy into a team so that you create a bedrock of trust in your organization.
My wife and I have 5 children, and well, we meant to. A few years ago, our 3rd son, Kyle, he was graduating from East Carolina University in Greenville, North Carolina. We were so excited that day to go to that graduation. Now, he was a dentist, the first doctor of our family. And what's really amazing that was he accomplished that while married and with children. So that day, I told my wife, I'm wearing a suit to the graduation. Now, she reminded me that it's going to be more than 90 degrees in an open football stadium, and it's unbearably hot. I said, that's okay. I'm going to be in the suit. I think I owe that to our son. I looked at the program and realized that the keynote speaker that day was the president of all of the North Carolina University system. Now that in itself is quite an accomplishment, but he's got multiple PhDs. He comes to the podium, he stands up, he looks down at all of these wonderful college graduates, and he starts with a simple sentence. And he said, you know, virtue is defined 2 ways, as resume virtues and eulogy virtues. And I thought, well, wait a minute, I've never heard that before. Now, one thing you probably don't know about me is that I always have a pad in my pocket. And as soon as he said that, I opened up a blank page in the little book and I was ready to listen. So as we're leaving the stadium, I've got my lovely bride on one arm and my 20-some-year-old daughter on my other arm, and we walk out and I say, aren't you glad you came? My wife agreed, and my daughter, the 20-year-old, she just rolls her eyes and she says, oh, Dad, I can tell you in one sentence all you need to know to really find joy, happiness, and success. She said, you got to risk it to get the biscuit.
Trust Mark to create strategies that can be implemented immediately by everyone.
If someone's sitting out there watching this, they're probably thinking, yeah, I don't know all that stuff about phases of trust and how to do it. And I've lost some business because of perhaps betraying a trust or not knowing how to build that rapport and trust. And they're thinking about perhaps hiring you to work with them. What would you tell them?
Oh, I say, please give me a call.
Clear and simple.
Please give me a call. Yeah.